so much happier now that I'm dead.
I look like a pencil.
I think that I may be the voice of my generation. She's the titular role!
In the sense that, no, you know what I mean?
Or at least a voice of a generation.
Hello, welcome to Gatekeeping, where we take a deep dive into a pop culture phenomenon and decide if we let it through our gate. Well, today we are blessed with a fabulous guest.
We are.
Somebody who gave me the greatest compliment I've ever received in my life. Replied to one of my Instagram stories and said you were severely lesbian coded.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's like it was the constant posting about exclusively yellow jackets and boy genius within the space of 2 hours, and I was like, "There's only one demographic that does that."
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's James will often their Instagram stories are often just the most random white woman you've seen in your life. Half the
For
time,
you, to me, I'm like, okay, celebrities. I'm like, this is A-listers.
celebrities, quote unquote.
Sophie Thatcher.
Exactly.
I get it.
Who is that?
She's a yellow jacket.
She's young Juliette Lewis in Yellow Jackets.
Australian?
No.
Which is the Australian one?
Well,
Courtney-
Melanie Linsky.
Oh,
is-
No,
she's
no.
Kiwi.
Not her.
Courtney Eaton, I think.
One of
Courtney
the
Eaton.
young girls.
Courtney
Oh,
Eaton.
really?
Yeah.
I
Lottie.
think is she Australian? I thought
Yeah,
she was
she's
New
Australian.
Zealand.
Dated
Right.
Ross Lynch.
Wow.
Oh,
All the
Crazy.
I
looks
know
coming
him
out today.
from that video.
Anyway, welcome to Gatekeeper. We have Lucille MacKellar.
Hello.
Hi. What are we talking about today?
Well, I was just going to say, who are you, Lucille?
Yeah.
Who am I? That's such like question to start the morning, the day.
Sorry,
What time?
who
1
the
p.m.
fuck are you?
I like to say I'm rebranding as a comedian.
Rebranding? You've always been a comedian to me.
Rebranded.
I love that, but I feel like I never really lent into it.
Right.
I'm leaning into it now.
Leaning in.
Comedian, writer, jack of all trades.
Hashtag lean in.
Lean in.
Yes.
Lean in.
No, absolutely.
Are you employed at the moment?
Wow.
I mean, you don't have to tell us your job.
No, here's the thing. I want. When someone
Want to
asks
be.
if you're employed and you have to have like a prologue to the answer.
So not.
No, I am. No, the thing is, I am employed, but I don't want to be,
Mm.
and I am still unemployed in my brain. So, like, I am reckoning with that transition.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Transitioning at the moment.
Yeah, and I'm working in like a redacted industry that I don't
Okay.
really want to talk about.
The weapons industry.
I actually,
She's working in
I
a.
work for Raytheon. You guys.
They actually are really good for queer employees.
Yeah. I'm actually working for the Crown Casino.
Love the cast.
You're doing
I'm
casual at
Jamie's
both.
PA. Yeah.
Who?
Jamie Packer.
Who? Jamie. Who is that?
James Parker.
James Packer?
James. Right.
Mariah Carey's ex. Hello.
Hello. Wake
Hello.
up.
Sorry, I was behind.
Yoo-hoo.
Yeah, yoo-hoo.
You.
Okay, so Lucille is a semi-unemployed comedian
Yeah.
Whacker.
who works casually in the weapons industry.
Freelancers.
Freelancers in the weapons industry. It's so great to have you here.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you for
Talking about-
taking time out of your busy schedule.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yes.
You chose a topic that I have dreamed of speaking about and a topic that if I chose, it just would never have gotten through James's harsh.
Yeah, listen. When you suggested the topic, I was like, well, fuck, that's what we're doing, aren't we? You gave a few options, and then as soon as you said Planet of the Apes, I was like, well,
It's over.
it's over.
What drew you to Planet of the Apes?
Well, my girlfriend had been in my ear about bloody Planet of the Apes trilogy, Caesar this, Caesar that.
Yeah.
And I was, when she started watching them, I had just seen Nope. So I was really off the chimps.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, no, they're
No
not
monkeys.
our friends.
Yeah.
I was like, really got deep into that. And that Travis, the chimp that ripped off that woman's face.
Yes.
Yeah, I was like really into the like chimp like crimes. And I was like, they are not our friends. They are not our friends. I'm not engaging.
I agree.
Have you heard of Nim Chimpsky? My voice shaking.
Nim Chimpsky.
Named- no, who's that?
So because I was looking up sorry, I just swallowed some water
Wasn't that what you're supposed
through
to?
the wrong hole.
God, come on, Sammy.
Nim Chimpsky
Are you right?
I sound so afraid.
He's
'Cause I was
gonna get
Googling-
you.
I was googling like other famous monkeys, like just real world.
Yeah, real
Um,
world.
There's of course Crystal the monkey.
Is that the one that went to space?
Who's
No, Crystal was in The Fabelmans
Oh, of course. That diva.
and The Hangover and Night at the Museum.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, Queen.
Yeah.
We've all seen her red carpet pics.
Oh,
She's
Yeah.
she's like
put.
30 or something. Dude. Jeez.
What's the
She's
lifespan?
old as hell. I don't know.
Old as hell. Hey.
She's 30.
30 is the new 20. Okay?
It's true.
What's an average lifespan of a chimp?
That's what I'm
Who's to say?
I think reasonably old.
I reckon like 70, 80.
Yeah.
Lifespan of a chimp.
150. Let's go there.
But Nim Chimpsky
Yeah, who's that?
was one of the first apes that they were like, we're going to teach it sign language. Well, so because they named it after Noam.
Noam Chomsky.
Yeah, because he's like a linguist. They were like, well, fuck you, Noam.
I always get him confused with Noah Baumbach. I always am just like,
Very
there's
similar.
an H where there shouldn't be an H.
Yeah.
Noah.
They're very similar.
Yeah.
But Nim holds the record for the longest sentence signed by an ape.
And what was it?
He said, give orange, me give eat orange, me eat orange, give me eat orange, give me you.
Wow.
What
It
a
goes dark at the
Took a
end.
turn.
what a moron. give me
Fucking
orange.
It's giving, it was the best of times. It was the blurst of times.
Give me orange, need orange, need orange, give me orange you.
Yeah,
I mean-
that's how I speak. Really, that's me on.
mean, at the
that's me on Grindr in 4 a.m.
Give me orange. Need orange.
Nice one.
me need you.
Stupid.
Are you gay?
Only at 4 a.m.
What if I,
Only very late at night.
I'm not gay, but 4 in the morning's 4 in the morning.
you know what I mean?
If you know what I mean. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, but listen, the real thing is that the whole thing's a scam.
The whole.
Apes can't really do sign language.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. You think so, right? But
So it's just a random collection of movements. He's just mimicking movements. He's not actually understanding
it's
the language.
exactly. It's a lot of
Right.
mimicry. They can't ask questions. They can like answer questions, but they can't ask questions. And it's more so like they kind of figure out that if they do a sequence of the signs, they'll
They
get
get a
food.
reward.
Exactly. See, you're like 10
Right,
steps ahead of me.
okay,
You're
okay,
good.
okay.
Yeah.
You're ahead of the
Yeah, I'm no
apes.
ape.
Yeah.
Let's say that.
Let's
I'm no ape.
speak on that.
So that was quite confronting to learn that it's
It's
all a
upsetting.
scam. Yeah, because Coco. Remember Coco?
Oh, love that You're
Yeah.
Wrong About episode on Coco?
Who's Coco?
Haven't listened.
Coco the gorilla.
Coco
Oh,
the
you have to
gorilla.
stream. Simply fabulous.
Did they take her down?
I know. I think they did a fair assessment of the series of events.
Did they talk about the nipple thing?
What?
How she like would talk about nipples?
Oh,
Who the hell is Coco?
And 2
She was
zookeepers
like-
got fired because they wouldn't show their breasts to Coco.
Who the hell is Coco?
sounds like Fox News.
Well, like ape news.
You're like, I just want to know who Coco is.
Who is Coco?
Chanel.
Ah,
No.
Nazi.
No. Who was Coco?
She was a big gorilla
She was a gorilla.
that they taught sign
your mate.
language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big gorilla who they taught sign language. But I think it was one of those things where everyone was like, she's a medical marvel. She's super intelligent. But
Another moron. She
another
couldn't-
moron
Yeah.
creating a cult of fear
Yeah.
at her zoo.
Because remember one of her kids died and then they told her and she was like sad, cried. like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Give me a
Pack
break.
it on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pack it
Looking for
up.
sympathy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
wanting
we're kind
sympathy.
of due for another smart ape.
We
Oh,
are.
I think we're talking
been
to one
a
right
while.
now.
That wasn't wisdom teeth surgery. That was
That was lobotomy.
Yeah, guys. to the listeners, I finally
You
had
got to
my
talk about ego death. You got to break the human, start from ape.
yeah.
Yeah.
What?
It made sense in my brain.
Yeah. To the listeners, I had my big surgery, so that's why I sound a little off today.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I got surgery to get a bigger mouth. Is what?
Oh, that's what we need.
Yeah, it was a success.
Oh, another gay joke. Oh, add that to the tally.
It wasn't,
Okay.
and it's actually offensive that you took it to that place. Yeah.
Let's have that conversation.
I just thought it was, Sam loves the sound of his own voice, so we'll make it a bigger man.
I love to talk. Before the surgery, she was like, "Now I might, sever this nerve that goes to your tongue, and you'll never speak again."
He is hoping.
And I'm already in the chair. I've had the morphine. I was like, could you not have told me that earlier, doll? And also I'm
Yeah.
like, don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah. She's
Can
like,
you not?
Yeah.
She's like, I might.
She's like, I just heard about it.
This is crazy.
I've been cutting things left, right, and center.
Can you imagine if I could never speak again? Like Ariel?
It'd be truly that meme where, like, you know, it's like the future. There's like flying cars. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. The world is Samagowan could stop speaking.
The dentist is held as a hero.
He'd stop speaking, but the tweets would just become.
Yes, I would
Never
communicate through the
ending.
written word.
Bring back the written word.
I'd be doing
Bring
sign
back
language.
We're talking about
being
physical
a-
media
give
coming
orange.
back. Pen and paper.
Have
Get
you
it back
seen
to basics, and that's what the
leftovers?
apes are.
Have you seen the
Will,
leftovers?
Of course.
You are not welcome here.
You'll become like this white
Patty.
dress and white, just smoke. Yeah, that's Andowed.
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 Yeah.
All
We
roads
found a way
lead.
to bring it back to her.
Oh god.
And then before I got my tonsillectomy, actually, they were like, we might chip your tooth during the surgery. I was like, well, don't. Like, can you be more careful?
Yeah, I feel like maybe. I mean, I guess they have to disclose all of the
But I'm like,
possible.
if you're aware that you might do that, just don't. Like, be
yeah,
more
yeah.
careful.
Yeah,
Anyway,
What-
last
yeah.
thing we'll talk about my medical.
your medical journey.
me
Well, I can't promise it won't be brought up again. but-
Mm.
Well, I mean, this episode is coming out in like a month. so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great way to let everyone remember.
Yeah.
Never forget.
Yeah,
Yeah.
never forget
This
Sam's
this
surgery.
episode is in dedication to
The-
in memoriam.
to Sam's
to my wisdom teeth. I'll post a picture of them on the pod.
Mine will be out by this time, actually.
Oh my god! Wow. Well, we're talking about me at the moment, but that's all right. Anyway, Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes.
It all started with the prequel trilogy,
Yeah.
starring Caesar.
Oh,
Well, let's go back to the beginning.
let's go take
The original
Take
film.
it all back. Yep.
How do you seen the original film?
No,
Period.
Did you like it?
I didn't see the. I loved it.
It was really good.
I thought it was fabulous. I thought that Charles Heston's character was horrible.
Oh, awful.
He just really annoys me.
Well, speaking of weapons, isn't he like head of the NRA?
yeah, literally.
Yeah, but he also loved civil rights. Is that what you call it?
People contain multitudes.
Like
What do you
gay
mean,
rights?
like the civil rights movement?
Yeah. Like he was at the March on Washington. He was like a friend of,
Dorothy.
a friend of. He was quite a progressive,
I
but
don't think
yeah.
he was a friend of Dorothy. I don't think he was.
No, he was so famous. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But I hated him in that movie.
Yeah, I agree.
The
He's
character was horrible.
irritating.
But fabulous world building.
Oh yeah, that score was so
Oh,
good.
You know, it's written by the guy who wrote like most of the original Twilight Zone, which explains the vibe.
it's very
yeah,
it's very like
yeah, and like open
great.
spaces.
Yeah.
scary.
Loved it.
Yeah,
It was really nice to finally have context for that episode of The Simpsons.
yeah.
Yep, Dr. Zayas.
Dr. Zayas, Dr. Zayas.
Yeah, 100%.
Who's
then-
quite evil. really.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which it's interesting because the original one is very like fear mongering. Like
Yeah.
we have to bring back to humanity. Like, look what we've lost. The apes have run wild. And then you watch the prequels and it's like, we deserved it. The humans deserved it.
It
But
really
is
makes
it-
you think.
Isn't that the point of the movie, right? The original? That they've kind of like the
Yeah.
humans. Well, I guess, they all deserved it.
Everyone.
Oh, it's complicated.
It's complicated. It's not such a simple text.
It's complicated.
Yeah.
2009.
It was, I mean,
Actually fucked.
apparently at the, when the original Planet of the Apes came out, it was very much like, people watch this and they were like, oh, you've made this like blockbuster sci-fi that's also like this allegory for like race and, civil rights
Climate
and
change.
joy, climate change, tolerance. And then the filmmaker was like, what are you talking about? Like, we just made a film about apes.
Monkeys.
So
Well-
it's interesting how they somehow I guess accidentally created this thing
Yeah.
that has all these like deeper themes. I was talking to someone the other day about Planet of the Apes, saying how it is like, you think they're like these silly movies, but they're all
There's
about.
a lot of depth.
There's a lot.
There's
Mate,
a lot
it
of
really
depth.
makes you think.
It's a meaty text.
It is. They're all
really
about
makes you
like what it means to be human and like tribalism and that sort of thing and like
Racism.
persecution,
Unions.
Yes.
I think it's about the prequel's really about the first one's really about unions.
Because isn't it funny, the apes institute sort of this class system, the orangutans kind of run things. And,
The orangutan.
yeah, there's already like all apes were not
apes are
created
not
equal,
created
as they
equal.
say.
Yeah, some apes more equal than others.
Yeah.
Exactly. The part in the lengthy
Orwellian.
courtroom scene.
Loved when it turned into a courtroom drama.
Should we do the
Monkey?
the monkeys?
Oh, let's do it. Wait, so
Hear no evil.
You cover your
what's
mouth.
the order?
See no
I
evil,
know.
speak no
Appropriate.
evil.
Wait,
isn't it?
hear no evil, see
See
no
no
evil.
evil, speak no evil.
You've got to kind of put your
Oh, shame. When we watch,
Doesn't that make you think?
when we watched that scene, my girlfriend was like, "Do you think that's where that? Oh, maybe that's where that started. Maybe that's how." And I was like, "I don't know." We looked. It's like the year 1000, like year 1000.
It's a very
1000, 1000.
It's
Wow.
an ancient phrase.
Yeah, it's an ancient phrase. I
And
think it's
did
an
you
ancient
know
phrase.
that was improvised?
Oh my god, slay!
I guess they looked around and they were like,
They were like,
wait a
"Why?"
minute.
Hold on a second.
How can we gag?
Let's
Wait a
go.
minute.
They gagged Don Draper.
What?
You know how in Mad Men he goes and sees Planet of the Apes?
Oh, I don't remember.
And
It's
then he
been-
loves it so much he goes again by himself. He
Yeah.
takes
That's where that famous photo.
Oh,
yeah, of him in the cinema. Like that's him.
Yeah.
He's watching Planet of the Apes.
I need to do
That was
Mad
kinda
Men
me.
rewatch.
Oh.
Yeah. But
We're not here to talk about Mad Men.
apparently
That's
if
a
we
whole
were-
another episode.
I'd have something to say.
No.
Fabulous show.
the so what does that mean? Hear no evil, speak no evil. Because apparently it's sort of misinterpreted, that phrase, because we think it means like, it's a shame to close your eyes to the evil of the world,
Right.
but apparently it doesn't really mean that. Sorry,
Is
no
it
one's
ju-
done the
I
reading.
thought it was
that's all right.
no one's done the required reading.
Yeah. Listen.
Yeah, that's all
Watched
right.
a lot of
Us,
movies.
Look it up at home. If
They're
you
like, let's talk about Noah Chomsky. You're like, what does this idiom mean? We're like, silence.
yeah, welcome to
Silence.
Gatekeeping, Lucille. It's a little more elevated than you thought. Yeah,
Yeah, we're
yeah
Is
do
it
the work here.
keep up, Queen.
Is it just like there is multiple ways to put bad into the world? So you got to watch it.
Let's find out.
It might be that because you can hear bad.
Three wise monkeys.
You're so right.
Three wise monkeys. And why are they monkeys?
I don't know. They're a
But I think
Japanese
that's-
pictorial maxim embodying the proverbial principle: see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. Famous.
Okay. We got that far.
There are at least two interpretations.
Yeah.
The Buddhist tradition is about avoiding evil thoughts and deeds.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
In the West, however, it
Mis-
is often interpreted as dealing with impropriety by turning a blind eye.
Yeah, which is wrong.
Oh.
Wow.
Which is wrong. It's
An eye for an eye makes the world go blind.
Whoa.
Minority Report.
Whoa. Hold on.
Oh, hold on.
Speak on that.
It's such a famous phrase that it's in the emojis. Like,
Yes.
I would love to say something that endures for hundreds of years
Yeah.
and is like referenced all the time.
I'm
It's
sure you
in
would
the
love
Let's
to.
have
emojis.
a look through the sound bites. I'm sure there's something.
Can you imagine you're sitting around
Sifting through
and then
it.
one person's just like, hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil.
Yeah.
And everyone's like,
hold
right.
on.
It's like, you can't even write it down. They
No.
like chisel that into stone.
You would, 10 years ago, that would have been free ticket to the Ellen show. Like, that would have gone around the bit, you know what I mean?
Literally, speak on that.
Like, back in the day, you could say anything that got
So
like
how'd you
200
come
views.
up? How'd you come up with that
How'd you come
crazy
up with that?
phrase?
And be like, let's dance. God, I
Bring
miss
out the dancing
Ellen.
monkey.
Dance no evil.
Isn't she coming back with a special?
Oh, God.
Are you serious?
I think so.
I'll
I was listening,
scream.
they talk about it on her weekly. Apparently, she's come back with a special.
Like a stand-up
comedy
special.
I think so.
She did.
Or I'm just like spreading
I
misinformation.
will be
but-
seated. I will be
Oh,
seated.
I'd be seated. I'd buy a ticket. I'd be seated, not only seated at home.
Should be doing the MCG.
selling out more than Taylor Swift in the
Hey,
round.
y'all.
Marvel Stadium.
She's
Ellen.
swinging from the room.
Who would support?
Oh,
Tones
yeah,
and
there'd
I.
be an opener. Tones. A
Only
singer.
musical artists.
It'd be Hannah
Amy
Gadsby.
Shark. It'd be
Hannah
Amy Shark.
Gadsby.
Oh, it so would be Hannah Gadsby. You're so right.
God.
Josh Thomas.
Don't. I've been rewatching Please Like Me. It's
We can't get into this.
Hannah Gadsby and Josh Thomas on front of mind at the moment.
Oh yeah, they're both in there.
Yeah.
And funnily enough, I saw Nanette 7 years ago today.
Oh,
The
I've actually never
anniversary.
seen Nanette.
It's really important, Lucille.
That's what I'm hearing. I'm getting that.
It
I'm
changed
getting
the
that.
world. It's sort of the ALZ 112.
Well,
of-
that was their I was going to say monkey see, monkey do. You know evil, speak no evil.
No, no,
moment.
Monkey see, monkey do. That's another famous.
Monkey.
Yeah,
frame.
monkey see, monkey do. I mean, that sort of sums up the mimicking of it all.
Monkey see, monkey
Wow, that's
Whoa.
do. Full circle.
full circle.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
The ending of Planet of the Apes is one of the most famous endings in cinema history. Right?
Oh yeah.
When he is on the beach,
Made a monkey out of me.
he's on the beach and he sees the Statue of Liberty, and he realizes that the Planet of Apes is Earth.
that
Gagged him.
I need like to be seated in like 1960 whatever the fuck. Like
Eight.
I've just bought a thing of popcorn for 5 cents. I'm smoking in the cinema,
Yeah.
and that
just had
shot
a-
opens up like I would be.
You just had a Quaalude.
gagged.
Yeah. You're with
I've
your.
just come from an opium den.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're with your 17-year-old wife.
Yeah, and
Yeah. Oh.
Oh
no,
my
my
God,
17-year-old
darling.
companion who's down the front row from me because we can't be seen together.
They was said, "Oh my God, darling,
Oh my god!
the Planet of the Apes is
Planet of the Apes.
Earth."
The planet of the human.
Bye, say that's us.
Gee whiz.
Gosh.
And then someone's like, "Oh, they had a Statue of Liberty on the ape planet too."
You're a
and then he
fool.
goes, "No, dear, that's Earth."
I-
Oh, to be a fly on the wall.
I
Fly on the
like
wall.
being real. If I was in that scenario, I 100% would not have realized it was Earth. I would have just been like, "That is so weird. They have one here too."
And why isn't it an A?
Like I would not have. I was just like, "Wow, that's
Well,
weird."
I think maybe back then everyone would have like better media literacy,
Yeah.
better
no, I
comprehension.
don't mean watching the film. I mean if I was Charlton Heston in the film,
What was his name?
because I would have.
Oh.
I feel like I
What
would just
was his
be.
name?
It was like John.
Well, we know Nova.
Oh, Warren.
Poor
No.
Nova. That's a sad story
That's
if I've
it.
ever seen
We
one.
love Nova.
Oh,
Just
that
like
poor-
serving
that was-
cunt, and then he's like, "Well, you're my wife now."
Yeah,
Go with
there
me.
was-
there was a real darkness there that we don't have to go into. But
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
upsetting.
Concubine
She
vibes.
clearly couldn't talk. She clearly wasn't consenting in that situation.
She couldn't
He's
talk.
like, "You're Nova." She's like,
Nova.
she's like, "I'm just looking for food and water."
Yeah.
She said, "I'm hungry as hell."
Yeah, she's like, "Come on my horse."
She's looking for her next meal.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
She's like,
Jesus.
She was just in it for a bit of chicken or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Literally.
she was chicken.
They have
but
chickens?
Would you think you would have realized if you were on the Planet of the Apes? You see, like,
I think I would have realised
Is there
as soon
any
as I got
Melbourne? Like, there's no Melbourne icon.
Are the Arts Centre Melbourne?
If you see
The
that,
Eureka Tower? Federation Square?
I'd see
Can
the
you imagine?
like the little fake birds that are outside the NGV, you know, the lights.
can you
It's,
imagine?
like,
You're like,
flashing.
I'd see the Shrine of
I'd be
Remembrance.
like,
God damn it, you blew it all
Good
up.
riddance. I see Swap. I'm like, oh,
Swap Newtown.
that would be me. I'd be like, no, and I'd be like, it's still here. It's still here.
It
no.
survived the nuclear war.
No, Swap Newtown actually isn't there anymore. It's Reunion now. Free
It did
promo.
not survive the nuclear
It didn't.
war.
It's moved to Darlinghurst.
There's really no piece of iconography.
Yeah, because like
that would
Sydney,
make me
it's like
realise.
it would be the Opera House or
The
like the
Opera
Harbour Bridge, and then Melbourne, it's like
If it was the
It's a
Opera House,
tram.
I'd start telling the apes the stories. I'm like, oh, I saw Solange. They'd be like, who that?
Who
that.
Solange?
You're like, oh, like I actually can't. You're just like, this is not my crowd.
Yeah, God.
You guys don't get it. Cultural
Yeah.
hub.
You're like,
yeah.
seat at the table. They're like,
When I get home,
whatever.
Beyonce's sister.
Beyonce's
Whatever.
sister. They're like, eat orange. You're like, oh, whatever,
Stupid.
whatever.
Idiots. They don't
Hi,
get
boy
it.
Carter. Hello.
I mean, can I just say the image of an ape riding a horse
How
is
the hell are those horses supporting those apes? Those apes are big as hell. They crushed those
Yeah,
horses.
no, you're actually so right.
Those horses need to be like roided out and like muscled up. So
I think
in-
they evolved.
in the
Thanks.
Dawn, the second prequel one. That's Dawn, right?
When the gorillas
No,
are on the
no,
yeah,
Dawn.
Rise,
Dawn.
Right.
Rise,
New
Dawn.
Dawn, Rise.
Rise,
War.
Dawn, War.
Mhm.
They just
It
have
makes you think. But no, in Dawn when they're on the
horses
horses
on the
and they
bridge.
have the guns, that was real shocking.
I was like, they gave the ape a gun. What the
that's
hell
what
are
I
you
was
gonna
saying.
do?
It's
horrible.
Like, the image
they're
of it-
forced to fight. They didn't want to be. Oh, I actually like. I was like, I can't get into it, but like literally, it's what we're here to do.
Yeah.
So I will get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so sad because they're just like we just want to live.
Yeah.
We just want to live,
Home, they wanna
and they
find
have
home.
to. They're being met with violence, so they have to respond with violence.
Yeah. It's sad.
It's really sad.
But I was just going to say, I feel like the image of an ape on a horse is one of the most impactful.
With the
Yeah.
gun.
Period.
The
Yeah.
poster for Rise of the Planet, or the second one.
Not even in cinema, just in
general.
human history. I look at that and I'm like, that's political cartoon. That is like,
Right.
that should sort of be.
It's giving Mad Magazine.
It's like
Loonig.
the Uncle Sam.
I was going to say Lunig, and I was like,
It's
I don't want to
gi-
bring him into this.
It's giving.
I
It's
don't
giving
want to bring
Lunig.
It's giving Lunig.
That's what I said when I saw this. I said Lunig.
Hold on.
Me, when I see someone shaped like a kidney bean, it's giving Lunig.
We need to discuss Lunig. But it's
Actually,
just.
do.
it's
Like
just
that's for a
mental.
different media
That's
format.
hours and hours.
Hours
A different
and
media
hours.
format. That's for the film. That is for when we do a film.
Mini
Gatekeeping
series.
We're
movie.
discussing.
It's the Ryan Murphy.
But so
Ryan
you've only
Murphy's
seen.
Loonig.
Who would play Lunig in the Ryan Murphy?
I don't know what he looks like. It'd
Neither
be some
do I.
twink though,
Tom
no matter what. Tom
It would,
Holland.
be, it would be
Lunig.
Matt Bomer.
It'd be Matt Bomer.
It'd be Matt
Yeah.
Bomer. Zach
Evan
McQuinto.
Peters.
Oh, it would be Evan Peters. You're so
Yeah.
right.
Who would Sarah Paulson play? Mrs. Loonig?
I think she's out of the circus, isn't she? She
Oh.
got out.
She's on Broadway, inappropriate.
Good for her. So you've only seen the original of the original 5. You've
I've
just
only seen the
one.
first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Me and James have watched all of them.
Yes, I watched every single one.
Now you pissed me the fuck off, James.
Why, bitch? Why? Because I didn't like your fucking Apes movies?
Trouble in Paradise.
Bitch, I'm gonna kill you. You don't have the fucking best taste in the world, all right? People are allowed to have different opinions to you.
That's not
you
so.
fucking piss me off.
I
fucking,
said-
bitch.
I said
shut
one
up.
thing.
Shut up. I've got a lot to say to you.
James
you
has an
fucking,
anger problem.
You fucking
Coma over here.
So what was that about that diagnosis? Oh my god.
listen. Listen.
You are not ape.
No. My brain has formed fully so I can make judgments about these fucking movies. Anyway, go on.
No, I was just saying I feel like you overall rated the sequels to the originals a bit low.
They were long
issue.
as hell. They were boring as hell.
The originals are like 90 minutes.
Exactly. They were long. I'm like, this is a 90-minute movie. Why does it feel so
Where's
long?
the pacing?
The third
The third one was
film
good. I gave it 3.5 stars.
it should be 4. Let's just say.
For somebody who doesn't give star ratings, you're very, very offended by my rating here.
Oh
No, I'm just
my
saying
God.
the
Sorry,
third.
let's
I'm
not
thinking, well,
fight.
this is how the apes take over, guys.
I know.
Because
Well,
we're divided.
I mean, let it be known that I'm completely calm right now. You know,
I'm calm.
I'm not mad.
I'm not
It's
mad.
guys, come on. Come on. Everyone.
Speak no evil, hear no evil.
I'm not mad.
I'm just saying, I feel like there was just something. There was a genre bias. Maybe I thought maybe it was.
I love
Okay.
sci-fi.
I thought it was a bias against apes or something. I don't know what it was. but
what
it was,
didn't you like?
It was
Let's get to the bottom
It was
of it.
prejudice.
You just think
of
it was...
the third one.
You were sort of
no.
You would know better than Tom Felton in Rise. You know, just cruelly torturing the apes.
Shut
What
up.
a casting choice. I'm sorry, the casting
Brilliant.
of the first one is so a time capsule.
Oh,
Don't skip ahead. Don't skip ahead.
Sorry. You brought up Tom
It's
Felton.
okay,
I'm
yeah,
only
yeah,
human.
yeah.
I'm only human.
I'm only human.
I'm not wizard.
I just.
Not wizard or ape.
You're not
just
Caesar.
human.
Just human.
I-
Just me.
The third. So this is to listeners, everyone out there over the world.
3.5 stars this time.
All over the world.
I'm just saying the third movie, Escape from the Planet of the Apes, is, I would say, one of my favorite films. It's so good. It's, for those who don't know, 3 of the apes basically escape from the planet. They go back in time to 70s, modern day New York, even.
Yeah, New York at the time.
At the time it was New York.
Welcome to New York.
Apes
Boys
been
and
waiting
apes
for
and apes
you.
and apes and apes and apes.
It was good.
Thank you.
You should.
And they, it's like, it's a a comedy for a bit. There's like the montage of them like going shopping,
Yeah,
Oh,
get the makeover.
watching TV. The
wow.
funniest moment in the entire series when they're watching TV and it's like some late night show and they're like, good night. And then Zira's there and she says, good night. And then everyone laughs at her, but she doesn't know what they're laughing at. So then she starts laughing as
She's
well.
so polite.
like,
Oh, Zira
She's
is
so
so
polite.
Zira's so kind. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Idiot just spilled his water.
Stupid cat.
Poor thing. He just walks away.
Oh, I think
Hey, Charlie. Hey, babe.
Now he's sitting in front of the camera, it's completely blocking the whole.
Wow.
Oh my god. What do you think if Charlie could speak sign language? What do you think he'd say?
He would say, "Give me orange."
Give me orange. He'd be like, give me water. It's gone for some
I'm
reason.
actually crying. I need to. I'll get him out of the way. Sorry, babe. Come here. Just. Oh my god. So what we've been talking about? Oh, Zira. It's like a bit of a comedy. It's very funny, and it's also like it's about like McCarthyism and like because the humans want to
Don't touch me.
they're like, oh, these people are different. They're spies, or like they're gonna kind of bring about the end of human civilization.
Cold War of it all.
Yeah, but everyone who meets them is like, they're so nice. They're
Yeah.
lovely. We
Like
love Zira.
Paddington.
It's like Paddington. Yeah, sort of, kind of. And it's like, it's such a bleak, it's a very bleak film. The
intrigued.
ending is just, it really packs a fucking punch.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Like it just, you go in thinking it's going to be maybe a bit of a silly, and it kind of lures you in with this humor and all of that. But then it's like, oh no, our friends, Zira and Cornelius are being, maybe they might be killed by the humans because they're, xenophobic.
Yeah,
It's
because
they're different.
xerophobic. And also, did you know, so 3 of the apes go back, but one of them dies.
Yeah.
Because the actor was like, I cannot fucking stand like this mask. I just cannot wear it. So they had to kill him off.
That's good.
Yeah. poor thing.
Respect.
That's like Jennifer Lawrence in X-Men.
Yeah. That poor woman.
Yeah.
Because she'd won an Oscar by that point and they're still making her be blue. And like, it was sad to see. Like, that horrible wig.
I didn't even watch those movies.
I did for her.
I did for her too.
Yeah. Do it for her.
Do it
Do
for
it
her.
for her.
I'm
Do it
with
for
her.
J
I'm with
Law.
her. And then that's number 3. And then 4 and 5, I think 5 I think is bad, which is the last one of the original
Yeah.
films. But
That's-
4 I like.
Okay.
4 and 3 weren't too bad. 2 was wild.
It's kind of
2 is insane. Like, it's like basically the first half of it is like a retread of the first one. Basically, they send like a rescue team to go find them, and like 3 men come, 2 of them die, and then
Yeah.
one of them, finds them, and then they go to like investigate the mysterious zone or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Right.
And they find like this subterranean group of humans that like worship an atomic bomb and like can't speak, and they're all telepathic, and then it like ends with like a nuclear fallout.
the planet explodes,
The planet
doesn't
explodes,
it? Yeah,
and while they're exploding, it's explained in number 3 is when Zero and Cornelius and the other one get away.
exactly.
It's fucking off chops. It's like really weird, but I was like, the first half I was like boring, and then
Yeah.
when it got to like the weirdness of the second, and it's such a wild swing considering like, not that the first one is like generic or anything, but it's like a pretty standard like action sci-fi movie.
yeah.
It takes a fucking dive, and I was like, this is so cool.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
And then the 4th one is it stars Caesar.
Yeah.
Actually,
The sun.
Caesar.
what's that?
That's just me singing about Caesar because I love him.
That was
Caesar.
good. That was good.
Alright, okay.
Thank you.
And
Sorry, I
then-
should have said up top I am a singer.
You missed that in the bio. Comedian,
I was thinking.
singer.
I was thinking about. I was sweating thinking about a job. I was like, I can't.
Yeah.
Think of a job. I'm a singer.
I'm a singer.
Um,
Sorry, I just came out of me. I just love Caesar.
What's the 4th one called?
That's Conquest.
Conquest of. So this one is
Horrible
kind of like the rise of the Planet of the Apes, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
The apes are kind of enslaved by the humans by this point, and they're trying to wipe them out.
Yeah.
But then Caesar is like the one talking ape. The 4th one is. I quite liked it as well. It's like it's more of like a civil rights, like slavery
Yeah.
type allegory. The ending is also very it's very bleak again.
Yeah.
It's very moving even. It's
I
kind
believe
of
it.
it's about Caesar, like he kind of learns cruelty off the humans because they've treated the apes like that.
That's the thing,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the
Oh,
thing.
It's horrible.
It's a cycle, and then
horrible.
the
It's a
humans
cycle
kind of
abuse.
bring about their own downfall because
Exactly.
Caesar has learned this from them, and he's like, I'm not going to show any mercy, really, because
Yeah.
they've not showed the apes any mercy.
Wow.
I mean, and then the 5th one,
It's kind of just like,
it's pretty bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're just like hanging out.
Yeah, they find these humans.
It's a buddy movie.
Kind of.
They find
Road
these
trip.
humans that are living underground again.
Yeah, so it's like they're like the decessors to like the humans,
Mhm.
like can't speak. I don't know. It's all just
Right.
kind of.
But it deals with the thing of like ape shall not kill ape.
Yeah,
you
they're
know?
like teaching.
That's the
Yes.
storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oof.
It's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty. That the last one is pretty parallel to the
Yeah.
prequel trilogy.
Mhm.
It
Yes.
all kind of comes together.
So then we get to Rise of the Planet of the Apes, which is my first Planet of the Apes movie. I saw it in cinemas.
I saw it in cinemas too.
Yeah.
Oh, how special.
Did you?
No. I only watched it for the first time like 6 months ago.
Babe, that
Oh, wow.
kills me.
Well, but the new one's coming out.
Yeah,
Will we
it'll
see
be
it in
out
Kingdom?
by the
It's
time
film-
this episode comes out.
I don't think
Filmed
so.
in-
Or
filmed in
the
Sydney.
week after.
Yes. Filmed. Yeah, how do
Filmed
we
in
say
Sydney.
filmed, you know, I guess.
Mocapped.
Mo-capped in Sydney. Yeah.
Well, they like went on some like they were like, oh, we tried not to.
Mo-capped in Sydney.
They were like, we did a lot of outdoor shoots and like no CGI, but
No CGI.
they're like, we
It's
tried
like
to
the
use
outdoor
this.
shooting
They're all
question is
real.
like home bush. and
They're
you're
like, we
okay.
trained the apes to speak and to...
Taronga Zoo was booked and busy. Booked and busy.
They said we had to get the whip out, but the performance is really good.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
this.
We got Robert Irwin on the
That's
case.
another thing. Like, I feel like the half of the sort of marketing of Planet of the Apes is like, look at the apes that we created, you know, through mocap. But then they're weirdly like, I feel like they kind of obfuscate how they actually do it, right? Because they make
Yeah.
you think like it's all real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I think that like Andy Serkis was acting his ass off.
Absolutely.
And like
Obviously.
I'm not like, let's give credit where credit's due.
Hats off.
Like
My hat
where's
is
the
off.
where's the Oscar?
That's what I feel like there really is.
Like we
I-
need to sort of bridge that gap with
well,
like
Best
if anyone's going to be
performance by a
nominated
mocap.
for a mocap performance, it'd be him.
oh,
Yeah.
But it didn't
him.
happen.
Yeah.
Like,
he'll get like an
honorary-
like a
Of
governor's
course.
award of some sort.
a governor's award. But it's like, I think Caesar, the performance of Caesar is incredible.
Oh,
and it's like,
fabulous.
it's not to be that thing of like, he deserves an Oscar for this.
But he literally does.
I think if it was a live action performance, he 100% would have got
100%.
Because it's like, he's not only being monkey, he's giving like a really good emotional performance.
Oh, there's like the depth to Caesar, the guilt, the weight,
Mm-hmm.
the sort of, you know, what's best for the
For
entire
Ape.
the family of
Yeah.
Ape.
Yeah.
Ape together strong. Oh,
When Caesar holding faggots,
Sorry?
when he's holding the sticks, Caesar, he's explaining to Maurice, like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
And he's like,
It's
I
Ape
think I
together
made
strong.
the same joke when I watched it. I was like, he's holding a faggot, bundle of sticks.
classic.
Get it?
Oh,
Classic.
another gay joke, Lucille.
I know. If it ain't broke, if it ain't broke.
Yeah, it's so Charlie's in the camera. Fucking Charlie.
Cat, man.
I mean, he likes to sit there. We're kind of in his spot. Oh, there we go. He's squeezing in there.
There we go. Settle
yeah.
down.
It's but the way they film it is that they have to film everything twice. Like, so one time, I'm pretty sure this is the best I could glean from like watching every behind the scenes thing.
Did a lot of research.
Literally, I'm watching half an hour YouTube videos. Like, I haven't left the house this week, so I'm sitting there watching. It's like ape trainer explains like monkey
Yeah.
behavior. Yeah, I didn't so much like that one, but it's like they.
Thank you for
That one was
explaining.
But
annoying.
shout out nonetheless.
Shout out.
Shout
Because
out nonetheless.
Cobra isn't a
Cobra is scary.
chimp. He's a bonobo, which are actually known for being more kind than chimps. Bonobos
yeah,
are so
chimps
kind.
are like IRL, like
Evil.
They're kind of aggressive, but
evil.
bonobos are known for being like very playful, and they don't work things out with aggression. They work things out with sex, actually.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, call me a
So-
bonobo, honey. I can tell you that I'm definitely descended from a bonobo, if you know what I mean.
So Caesar and Cobra should have been going at it, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, then it was.
Yeah.
No sex.
Look.
There's no women. Planet of the
No,
Apes.
you do know they're women
Cornelia?
because they have a little braid.
Cornelia had a
And
bob.
She
His wife had a bob.
had a Robert.
Curious.
Yeah.
I feel like I love like that. Those movies are so like it's a girl because she has a little braid.
She has a little
She
bit.
has a little feather.
She's little.
She has a long eyelash.
She's accessorized.
Cornelia
like-
was so beautiful. She was played by Judy Greer.
I know.
Isn't that
Gag me.
I was gagged. My girlfriend was like, "Who's Judy Greer?" And I was like, "Open the schools." Sorry, who's
Then
Judy
I'm
Greer?
also kind of like, what has she been in? Like, why do I know her? Arrested Development, I
Arrested
guess.
Development.
She's very like the
that
friend in the
woman.
rom-com.
Yeah, it's like, who is she?
Yeah, but
Oh yeah, Suddenly 30. I think she was in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, I hate that movie.
Really? Why?
I just think it's.
Pedophilia.
I wasn't going to say that. I just think it's like thinks it's more charming than it actually is.
I think
and
it
it's
is charming.
boring and it's sick.
Oh,
I don't like
it's
that movie
boring
at
and
all.
it's sick.
I just think it's so like
You're not
it's
Jennifer
like,
Garner Hive.
I'm 13. Why would I say the word bitch? It's like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. So she's like, what do you mean a man wants to kiss me on the lips and people saying bitch to me?
That's
Why do
funny.
I own G-string? It's like,
That's funny to me.
I'm like,
Sorry.
okay, well maybe it's because I'm a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I view it a little differently.
Think
Okay.
on that.
Think different. Apple.
Yeah. Anyway, I just don't like
You
that
ate an
movie.
apple
I
before
don't like that
this.
movie. I did.
As a
okay.
reference to Steve Jobs. Thank you.
Always. That's why I'm.
I mean, he
wearing
wore a
butt
dress.
Did he?
Haven't you seen the picture of him? It was like truly days
when
before
he was
he
like
died.
on his death's door
And he was
like,
wearing a
that
dress.
shawl. Yeah, that's
He
gonna be
finally found.
Everyone
his
look
true
this up.
self.
Yes.
Steve
Days before he
Jobs.
died. It's terrible. It's terrible.
He was
How did he
trans
die?
and then he died. Cancer, honey.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know his daughter's name is Eve.
Yeah.
Eve Jobs. Isn't that bizarre?
Twisted.
Talking about apples.
That's why I brought it
Apple
up.
Eve.
What? Yeah.
Eve.
The
an
apple.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
You said Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
Yeah. Well, yes, Adam and Steve. No.
Okay. Whoa. Okay, let's. Eve and Steve.
Really makes us think.
Even Stevens.
Even Stevens. Shia LaBeouf.
Okay, the
It all
conspiracy. I feel like we're
hold
getting
on.
to like Illuminati conspiracy. I'm like, it's all connected.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But I was saying they have to film everything twice, so they film it. So they film it with the
Anyway.
with the actor and the mocap chimp or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and then they have to film it with nothing in it. So
They
it's
can put the monkey in the background.
well, yeah, or in the scene.
Mm.
Like I don't know, it's kind of like not as real as I thought.
That's so interesting because like I literally didn't think about that at all when I watched them. I wasn't like, how do they make this? I was like,
I mean, it's hard to.
I was just like swept up in like the movie magic of it all.
That's
personally.
great because for me, the whole time I couldn't get over that thing of like they look so real. Like that's in my head. I'm just like they look.
Uncanny
I'm just
To
Valley.
me, I was
blown
like,
away.
that's Caesar.
Yeah,
Next.
that's
Yeah.
season. It is fucking mental that the first one's like what 2011 is
Yeah.
and they look completely photorealistic. It's just
Yes.
I can't get over that.
Hey,
But like
did a lot
that.
of work.
Sorry.
A lot of work.
A lot of work.
At Weta, they did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Weta did the apes.
Wetter.
You know Weta?
No.
They
No.
did Avatar, Lord of the Rings from New Zealand.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
New Zealand. Yes, heard of that.
Heard of it, heard of it.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
Well, because the people who wrote
King
Avatar. Who?
They did King Kong.
Don't talk about that.
Talk about
name.
Because
Instagram reels. I
the-
saw that one. I saw that one. You guys going at it about King Kong.
Going
you
out.
I would have to actually agree with Sam.
Everyone's trying to tear me.
Period.
No, because I
No
like,
one. Whatever happened to culture?
no, I'm not saying
King
that
Kong
it's
is
correct.
culture, bitch.
That should be correct. I'm saying it's just what this is the reality we live in.
Have you seen King Kong?
No, bitch.
Honey, Naomi Watts is in it.
Honey, Naomi Watts.
You love her.
She's alright.
She's all right.
Second-rate Nicole Kidman.
The girl that won't shut up about Mulholland Drive is
Yeah.
saying she's all right. Give me a break.
But Mulholland Drive with Nicole Kidman, that would have been
No, that would have been fucked.
fabulous.
Fabulous.
Have you seen Mulholland Drive?
No, but I've seen King Kong, so I guess we're even there.
You should, as a Justin Theroux head.
I
I'm
nearly
assuming
watched
you
it
are,
the
you
other
should
day,
watch
but then I was like,
Mulholland
I
Drive.
can't imagine you actually watching it, to be honest.
you can't imagine me sitting down watching a movie.
No, I can't imagine you sitting down watching Mulholland Drive. But you have to think.
Oh, you're
I-
thinking? You'd be like, how they film that? You're
How did they
like,
film the apes in this?
I feel like you could watch a David Lynch movie and have similar thoughts about how did they film that as watching Planet of the Apes.
No.
King Kong, one of the most moving pictures of all time. It's so moving.
Well,
Like,
we're not. But
It's
the
a moving
episode,
picture,
the
you see.
the episode isn't called King Kong. It's called Planet of the Apes. So let's put a pin in
What,
that.
what I was gonna say is the guy that plays Koba in these movies played King Kong,
Oh,
so he had pedigree.
right.
Yeah.
Ape agree, if you will.
Yes. And he's kind of hot too. So let's talk about that.
Let's celebrate that.
Let's have a look.
When you look it up and it's like the people that play the apes are hot, it's like, well,
Yeah.
why weren't I seeing that in the ape?
Did you know that
I kind
the
of did
person,
see it in the Apes.
In Koba. The
Not Koba.
bad boy.
No, I thought Caesar was hot.
the person who played
Well,
Maurice
yeah.
was a lady?
Of course.
Oh, love Maurice.
Fierce.
Maurice is
I actually don't play about Maurice.
Maurice is an old queen.
I
Like
love
He
her.
was puss.
he was kind of like an asexual icon.
Yeah,
in my
yeah.
opinion.
Just like
Non-binary.
And always
asexual.
just like, always like doing like something crazy happens and Caesar looks at her and she's like, huh? These are like,
honey, I know.
this
And
times.
she connects with. I mean, I don't want to jump ahead.
Yep.
Should I jump ahead? 'Cause
Oh, go on.
she connects with. Say it with me.
Nova.
Cody Smith McPhee.
Oh,
Cody Smith McPhee.
jump
Cody
scare.
Smith. Not jump scare.
Planet of the Twinks, more like.
Yeah, literally.
That's crazy. He's Australian, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's from Broadmeadows.
Yeah.
My mum used to work with his dad.
Oh,
Mr.
we
McPhee.
should get Miss well, that
We didn't
Mr.
get
was that
Nanny
Mr.
McPhee.
Smith or Mr. McPhee?
Well, I don't know.
Have you guys seen Nanny McPhee?
Of course, I've seen Nanny
Let's
McPhee.
change the episode. Nanny McPhee.
You
Nanny
need Nanny
McPhee.
McPhee.
That would be Cody Smith.
Put Snaggletooths on the map.
Truly.
Period.
And big moles.
Big moles.
Um,
Sitting across
But
from a big mole. let me tell ya.
Before we skip forward to
Yes, we'll talk about
Dawn,
Rise.
Let's talk about Rise.
Incredible film.
Incredible film. The emotional roller coaster that I like. I was laughing. I was crying.
Yeah.
I was scared.
I
I was
laughed, I
angry.
danced.
But the casting of that movie is truly a 2011 time capsule because never again will James Franco be in a movie like that.
He's actually so bad in this movie.
yeah.
Literally, it was
He's
so
Just
terrible.
there's no charm.
No charm.
No.
He's
Call him suddenly 30 because there was no charm.
Oh, get him! Fucking whack him!
I remember one specific scene where they're they're accelerating the trials and one of the apes is like passed out.
Yeah.
And he's like, you can't do this. Like, they're not ready. And it's just, there's no, I'm like,
There's
is he
nothing
even
there.
acting? Like,
Yeah.
what's happening
That's
here?
felt, man.
It also is like bizarre to see him in a movie like that because you're like, oh, there was a moment in time where he was like the man of Hollywood.
Well, he would have
yeah.
been coming off Spider-Man, right? So they're like, oh, it makes
Yeah.
sense. He can do these blockbuster type things.
yeah, it
Like,
was like, and he was, I think that was the time as well when he was like, I'm doing indie stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
directing.
Yep. Sucking
was
a
like-
dick in
yeah.
that movie. Yeah,
But I'm
yeah.
not gay.
Culturally gay, isn't that what he
Culturally
said?
gay. He's like,
me.
he's culturally gay, DMing 16-year-olds on Instagram. Like, okay, pack it up.
Not me.
Do you know Kevin Spacey's, he's got a movie coming out?
With James Franco.
No. It's
called
he's like
Rust.
I mean, it's someone who needs to be shot. Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's some, I can't remember the, it's called like Peter 9 to 5 or something.
Pedo 9 to 5, more like it.
Peter.
Oh, God.
I watched the trailer. It looks so bad. He's like a hitman, and he's really leaning into the gay thing.
He's
Not-
a gay hitman.
Not intentionally, but
Hello.
you know, he plays Frank Underwood. in it.
Bang.
Can
I'm
I
gonna
say-
shoot you.
Can I say I did miss his Christmas video that one year he didn't do it.
Right.
Did we all watch his Christmas videos?
I didn't. Because I never watched House of Cards. That's the show, right?
You're like, I didn't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
Literally, I was like, I won't get the bit. So that's not for me.
You didn't watch Let Me Be Frank, his YouTube Christmas video.
Jesus.
What a strange man. I mean,
Psychotic.
it's also like a terrible person, but I'm like, unfortunately, a really good actor.
Oh,
Of course.
American Beauty.
But then when he make, you know,
I mean, and watch that now, it's like, well, duh.
Yeah.
well done. Yeah, it's like
Annette Bening.
gathering
Annette Bening.
when you get your family.
Naiad before Naiad.
Yeah,
Oh,
pre-Naiad.
Let's talk
If you
about
can
that.
imagine
Pre-Naiad,
such a
it's
thing.
pre and post. Yeah.
It's
Sorry, that reminds me. Do you know they're trying to make the Yarra River swimmable by like 2030 so that you can swim home from work?
I did know this.
Diana
Swim
Naya.
home from work.
Crunch.
with your like,
Every day.
like briefcase.
Literally, no, they said.
What do you mean swim
My
home
friend
from
at work was
work?
saying that they're going to give you like a flotation thing and you can put all your shit in it and then you literally just float like an otter down the
And then
Yarra
it's like,
River.
but it's like, can we please just get like better public transport? They're like, no, you can swim to work.
Literally.
In the
What if we
freezing
just
cold.
made trams more frequent?
Nah,
Nah,
swim to work.
work.
I'll be Diana Nyading from.
Everyone gets a government issued flotation device.
The swim cap,
What?
the goggles.
It's because they're getting ready for when either the Yarra River like completely dries out or just
We live
floods.
underwater.
Yeah.
So everyone will have their flotation
We've
devices
normalised.
ready to go.
I don't mind a swim. I think I could do it.
I could do it.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'd have to go up the Murray Creek. I don't know if
Yeah.
there's a connection.
Well, that's what I said. I was like, are they going to connect it to the Merry Creek? Because that's near me. Needs to swim down the Merry Creek.
That's so
And, you know, the Merry
bizarre.
Creek is very scary. When it
Right.
rains, it, like the the rush of the water. It's very strong.
You feel a rush.
Addicted to your touch.
And there's also that guy who has the fake seizures. Do we know about him?
What?
Oh my God, you don't know.
Oh, I read
You
about
have to be
this, yeah.
careful of this man who
In
roams
Melbourne.
and the Mary Creek. It's more north side.
Okay, well,
there's
I
a man.
won't be back here after this, so it's fine.
Yeah, he like has these fake seizures, and then he's like, "You have to sit on me or something, isn't
Yeah.
it?"
He's like, yeah, hold me down. I'm about to have a
Oh.
seizure, which obviously you don't do if someone's having a seizure, PSA.
Yeah.
But he's like, he goes up to people and he's like, I'm about to have one. Like, you know, hold me down, like sit on me. And then people do it. It's like some weird fetish thing, you know, because he's not having a seizure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how people's brains work.
It's so sick and
And that's
twisted.
sick and twisted.
Like,
Like, how do you even
nasty
get to
rude.
that point? Like,
He's like the Zodiac killer, modern day Zodiac killer.
Yeah,
Like,
sending letters to
I mean, he's
the
still-
Herald Sun.
he's still out there.
He's still out there. He's at large.
Never caught him.
At large. Wait, the Zodiac Killer or Caesar Man? Seizure Man.
Zodiac killer. They never caught him.
They never caught him.
Mark Ruffalo tried.
Mark Ruffalo tried.
Jake-
I don't think Jake tried as hard as he
Are you
should.
kidding? He lost Chloe Sevigny.
Yeah,
Like,
so
that's how
right.
hard he tried. He was so addicted to, like, I mean, talk about autism. Like,
Yeah, addicted to the
And we talk about autism this, but Zodiac,
that was.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh,
Talk about a.
wait, you've seen Zodiac, right?
Of course.
There's one scene where it's like we cut to Jake brushing his teeth, and David Fincher, horny bastard, includes like the
The
most
spit
sexual
take.
spit I've ever seen
I
in
haven't
my
watched it
life.
in a couple
Like you
years.
see it
I
like
need to
dribble down.
It's very hard.
It's so horny. I'm there in the cinema like, whoa, like.
What the hell?
Fabulous
Anyway,
movie.
oh,
I'm not the
incredible
Zodiac
picture.
Killer, but if I was, I certainly wouldn't tell you.
one of the
John Carroll Lynch.
Oh, what a man.
Oh,
one of the best films ever made. Let's
Incredible.
write that down. Write that down.
I'm writing that down now. Sorry. Give me 1 second.
Rise, but who else is
Rise.
in it? Like John
Tom
Lithgow,
Felton.
Tom Felton,
Tom Felton,
fucking
and that's
Brian
still
Cox.
Brian Cox.
like. Can you imagine? You've got like you're doing Rise of the Planet of the Apes, and Emma Watson's like, I'm doing the Bling Ring.
Period.
See you later. You know what I
Peace
mean?
out.
Like,
Where do you stand on Emma?
Which is better?
In the Bling Ring. The Bling Ring.
Better
What?
than Rise of the Planet of the Apes?
Yeah.
it's
I
it's
don't
two
think so.
different. It's apples and oranges to bring it back. It's
Well,
apples
give
and
me
oranges.
orange because I
Give
want the
me
Bling
orange.
Ring. The Bling Ring is.
Oh, it's fabulous. Where do I stand on her?
Yeah.
With time, I think it's perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Because it is a character. Like, it's so bizarre because she's being genuinely like. Because do you know the Bling Ring? You know the Bling Ring?
Have you seen
Do you
it?
know the Bling Ring?
I've
Heard of the
seen
Bling
it.
Ring?
Yeah,
Do you know the Bling Ring?
I know it.
Do you know
Okay.
the Bling Ring?
Do you know the video of Emma Watson rapping with Lin-Manuel Miranda?
Oh, I saw it
I
this
saw that
morning,
this morning.
and did not unmute. and
Right.
I saw the hand movements, and I was like, and bookmark.
He's rapping about
But I can't.
equality.
Of course. What else does he rap
Linny
about?
Lin.
Love is love is love is love is love.
Yep.
Don't do that to
Oh,
me.
yeah. Where do I stand on her performance though? I think it's fabulous. I think it's interesting because she's so sincere. Like she's genuinely like, I am trying to
How
be
are we
a
getting into
actress.
this?
No, we need to get into it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be a proper actress post Harry Potter. I'm giving it my all, but it is just so mismatched to the aesthetic of Sophia Coppola. But it
Yeah.
fits into the bizarreness of the
that
story.
movie. Yeah.
It's fantastic. But
That was
let's
good.
put that to the side.
And Tom Felton in Planet of the Apes.
Oh, foul man.
Does better work in those Uber Eats ads.
He needs to be shot.
But he
He
gets
pisses
the,
me
He
off.
needs to put the wand down.
He gets the
He needs
famous.
to put the wand down.
He gets the famous line.
Get your hands off me, you dirty
ape.
I was
Yeah.
like, they gave it to him.
I know we skipped it by the way, but the Tim Burton Planet of the Apes, which I
watched
watched,
so many of these movies, and
and in that movie, Tim Burton, his one moment of genius, switches it to one of the apes is like, "Get your paws off me, you damn dirty human."
Oh,
Me
God.
clapping on the screen.
Okay.
And it stars-
Okay, yes, Prigger.
Helena
Listen,
Bonham.
it stars Paul Giamatti as well.
Oh, yeah.
Is he Dr.
Incredible.
Zayas?
As an ape, pretty much. Yeah.
I saw that clip of him where he was like, I want to play the ape.
Yes.
Like, they were like, you'll play the human. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm playing the ape.
Honey, I'm playing the ape.
Honey,
Honey,
I'm
it's-
playing the ape.
Am I playing anything? I'm playing that, honey.
It's quite a bad movie, but it has like Helena
Helena.
Bonham Carter plays like the woman ape. She's quite beautiful.
Okay.
I mean, Mark Wahlberg, obviously one of the worst. Like, it's another like, why is he the lead of this movie?
Yeah. Very
Um,
time capsule.
And then the ending, it was widely panned for the ending because he Well, the thing is, like, when you remake Planet of the Apes, you can't hide that it's Earth, really, because everyone knows.
Yeah.
So the ending is different. He, like, goes in his ship and he travels back to his time. But,
and, like, reports back or, like, stops
well, he
it.
goes to the Lincoln statue and it's an ape. It's the bad guy ape.
I remember that.
I love that.
It's so funny.
That is so
and it makes
funny.
not one bit of sense. Because it's like,
but it's still the future.
You've come forward in time.
no, he went back. Oh, yeah, he went back in time.
Yeah.
And it's an ape. It's like,
Yeah, it's like, but
Something.
No, but how
It
that
doesn't
works
make a
is
bit of
like,
sense.
I know that you were saying that time travel hurts your brain earlier, but that truly, like,
There's
that
an-
actually doesn't make any sense.
So what it was they were trying to set it up for a sequel, and they were saying that off screen, one of the bad ape went back before Mark Wahlberg and started a Planet of the Apes. But
right, that's how you know there's good storytelling when it's like, oh no,
Someone
there's
has to
no
explain
plot
it.
hole, but it just happens. We don't see it.
Yeah.
literally everyone's
We
sort of
don't see it.
even the cast. They asked the cast, and they're like, I don't know what that was about.
Imagining Mark
Jesus.
Wahlberg going back and the Lincoln statue is Ted.
God, not Ted.
I haven't seen Ted.
Me
I
either.
saw Ted in the cinema. A double feature with Limitless.
Work.
I saw Limitless in cinemas.
I went to take my brother to see Ted, but we couldn't get in because I was 15 or 16, but I wasn't 18, so I couldn't take my younger brother in.
Damn it.
Hoyts Broadmeadows, you will be dealt
Sad.
with.
But Rise of the Planet of the Apes,
You will get your comeuppance.
I think it's great because it's like it's got those sci-fi elements. It becomes this like disaster movie in the third half.
Yeah.
The third half.
Famously, yeah.
It's a lot of movie in this.
It was.
I think as well, it's like the emotion there as well. Like you really connect with Caesar,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
little baby,
Little
and
baby.
the bit at the
I need a baby
end,
monkey.
I mean, spoiler, but when he's like,
Caesar
is home. I'm bawling.
No, but the gag
Tears.
when he's in the ape pen and he says the first word, no.
And it's like his first
And
word shouldn't
literally,
be no.
literally
It's so
everyone
sad.
was gagged.
I was
every
gagged.
ape, every human is like, hold on a minute. He just said a word.
That he
And
can
you know
talk.
that's actually reference in the original
Original, because
films.
they
That-
said the downfall was when the first ape said no.
because you're not allowed to say no in the originals because they're like that's a bad,
Bad
word
word.
because it's been said to apes all this time. And for Caesar to be like, no.
Oh, I've actually got chills. I've got
It's really,
goosebumps.
I will say, like the way that they incorporate like the original
Yeah,
more
I think it's
through
yeah.
the new one is
Yeah.
very
It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's and that's the thing, they get you with the emotion for you to
You
like
can really connect.
yeah.
You really connect.
Really connect. I'm watching this being like, how do I get a monkey? Like
Yes.
you shouldn't.
Misty Fableman
shouldn't.
over here.
Did you say Misty?
That's her name, isn't it?
Mitzi.
Mitzi, whatever.
Misty.
Misty Fable.
Movies are dreams.
Speaking
We got
of
a
yellow,
monkey.
speaking of yellow jackets,
Oh,
Misty.
Misty.
I would if monkeys weren't dangerous to have as pets, 100% I'd be getting one.
yeah.
Like without a
Charlie,
doubt.
you gone.
That cat's enough.
Chilling
you
with
don't
a
need
monkey.
a monkey.
Well, no, they don't mix well with domestic animals too because Nim
Yeah.
smashed a poodle to death.
Who's Nim?
Yeah.
Nim
Chimsky.
Chimsky, babe.
Because they send him
sorry.
off to a farm. They're like,
Sorry.
he'll be fine. He'll be fine. The poodle barks at him. He smashes it to death. Yeah.
Well, yeah, with Travis. The story of Travis.
Oh, yeah. They
Obviously
rip off
ripped that
faces
woman's
and-
face off.
yeah.
But
That's
that
weird.
was, like, she was like, he's my best friend. She's giving him a glass of wine at dinner. He's on Xanax.
Period.
And so he's like, he's eating birthday cake every day. He's driving cars.
Make
People
it
knew
like
him
a
driving around the
birthday.
town.
It's
He was it was, I think it was 10 years before Witness. Well, no, it's not Witness. What's that one on?
that's from Prism.
Prism.
10 years before Witness. That's how we mark time.
Jesus.
Um,
BW and AW. Jeez.
But so if you look at the
A and
background,
W.
if you look at the
You know what I
background we
mean?
have
About
of
it.
Zira enjoying a glass.
Grape juice plus.
Because
That was me last night
She
at the
loves
cinema.
wine and she calls it grape juice plus. So I guess what was this ape? What's his name? The one you're talking about?
Travis.
Travis loved a
Oh.
grape juice plus. I guess
Yeah,
it's
until he
true.
was
Grape juice plus.
Ripped
It's
her
true.
face off, and it wasn't even the owner; it was her friend.
Ooh.
And
Like the dog.
and then he was shot by the police.
I think
But
I've seen
then-
a documentary about this.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Fuck,
And
man.
then whilst this friend is like, because she survived, she had all this facial reconstruction surgery. The other woman gets another ape. She's like,
Did you not learn?
she's like,
she's
and
like-
you know what? From the top.
She said it was. She said, "What are the odds of it happening twice?"
Yeah, she's like,
that'd be crazy if it happened twice.
it's like, meanwhile, her friend doesn't have a face, it has her hands ripped off.
She's
She's
like,
like,
"Oh, sorry,
I'm
babe."
kind of going to get an ape though. I kind of miss my ape. It's like, okay.
That's so me. I would. She's like, "Well, it wasn't my face."
Yeah. James is in
I
Charlie's.
think James is my cat.
Oh,
Yeah.
fucking
So
Charlie
He doesn't
wants
scratch
me
me.
dead. I literally was patting Charlie today and he fucking scratched me.
Oh, got a
Blah, blah,
band-aid.
blah.
Got a band-aid and everything. He drew
Blah blah
blood.
blah.
Shut up.
It's So when I first saw this movie in cinemas, it kicked off a real ape phase for me. Like
Yeah.
I got deep obsessed with Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Like ape sign
Understandably
language,
so.
like Maurice, all about Maurice.
Yeah.
It really runs deep.
All about Maurice.
And everyone at school is like, "What the fuck?"
What the fuck?
No trouble.
No Koba.
No Koba.
I'm all about Maurice. About Maurice. No Koba.
I'm bringing apes back.
Every inch of you is perfect from
It's like
the
Glee
Well,
over
the
here.
humans don't know how to.
Actually, speaking of songs, the song came on shuffle the other day that really reminded me of like the plight of the apes in Planet of the Apes.
Go on.
And do you want me to tell you the lyrics?
Please.
Because it really I would be complex. I would
I'd
be
be
cool.
cruel. They
Something,
said played the
something,
film
things-
before
or
I
I
had
had
someone
someone
to commit to.
And
That'd be okay
for me to do.
I'd be a fearless leader. I'd be an alpha
Alpha
type.
type.
When everyone believes ya.
What's that like?
I'm so sick of running as fast as I can. Running free, I get there quicker if I was a
an
man.
human.
If I was a
A
human.
human.
Seriously.
I'd be
Makes
the
you think.
human.
That's Caesar.
It's
If
crazy.
he was a man, he'd be the
Caesar's like
man.
at the tree and he's like, tree monkeys. You kind of make me feel like I'm the human. I could be complex. I could be cool.
Their little house, he's at the top of their like canopy thing. He's like,
The
Kinda
Taylor
make me
dance
feel
move.
like I'm
Because
the-
of Taylor dance move. She really missed a trick where she should have themed that performance as Planet of the Apes. Let's talk about this before I forget. At the Oscars, when they used to present best costume with like
Yeah.
a runway show, and one of the most iconic clips
back
of
when
all
we were
time.
real culture.
Literally,
Right.
they nominated Planet of the Apes. So there's an ape in the audience, and he gets up and does this like groovy dance at the Oscars.
It was Ellen, and that ape was Ellen.
It is honestly Alan Coda dance.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, like where we've lost something along the way.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, Rise kicked everything off. Moving ending. About home. You know.
And we kick James Franco to the curb.
Thank
Get the
God.
bag off
And
the
I also interesting that in Dawn, his fate is not really addressed.
Yes.
They go back to his little window. Oh, in Rise when he makes his little window in the cell.
and then rubs it off when he doesn't want to
when
talk to.
my
It's very
heart was
moving.
breaking. I actually can't go back there. Let's move on. But when they we have to move forward. But you sort of get the bit when he goes back to the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they don't. There's no like.
So
I reckon they would have killed him.
there's an X on the door, which apparently is like,
it's giving
contaminated
Black
house.
Plague, yeah.
Ah,
And
yeah,
his
yeah, he would've
car
died.
his car is still there. So it's like I think he perished.
Yeah, he perished.
Yeah, you
James
got to
When's
kind
that
of look for the
perish?
clues.
Yeah, when was it? 2017. Me Too is ramping up. They're like, we're editing out James
Yeah,
Franco.
No Franco.
I think it's a better movie for
Wait,
that too.
no
It's a
Franco,
yeah.
but we'll get Gary Oldman instead. His dusty old ass just be in any old movie.
Oh yeah. Has he done something bad in real life?
He's just a bit of a cunt. isn't he?
okay.
Sorry.
I don't
shouldn't
know.
swear.
Probably Gary Oldman.
He's fucked.
Okay,
I
speak on
believe it.
that.
I don't know. I just know that he's
Sirius Black.
I killed Sirius Black.
I love the moment in this movie when when spoiler alert his iPad charges up.
Oh my god.
I loved that too. I
Whoa.
was like,
Can you
Gary
imagine?
Oldman
deep.
has
I'm
been
like,
married so
like the
many
world's been taken over by apes. You're like, gotta keep
Let
my
me-
iPad charger
Let me
on
charge my
deck.
iPad. He's like my Candy Crush. Like that would be me if I had my iPad charged up. I'd be like, holy fucking shit.
When they got that, I was like, can we be serious? Can we be serious?
He's such a fucking iPad boomer. The first thing he does,
Absolutely.
charge up the iPad.
Literally. I thought the same
He's like,
thing.
gotta play my solitaire.
I thought the same
Gotta
thing.
play
I was
Candy
like, oh
Crush.
my
He
god.
slots. He probably plays the slots games. You know.
God.
Probably like pop-up ads. He's like, why doesn't anything work? Flashlights on. Oh.
How do you work this thing?
God.
He's getting Cody McPhee to help him out.
He's lying.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
I
like,
can't
I'm
go
reading
well.
comics. I'm reading a graphic novel. I can't.
A graphic novel with my orangutan.
with Maurice. We're busy.
Maurice.
Carrie
Russell.
Yes, Carrie Russell.
Carrie
So,
Russell.
Dawn is a movie about Caesar. It's about ape-human relations, really.
It really is.
Caesar is, he's kind of like, humans are bad, keep them away.
Yeah.
And then that's kind of, and you know, he's for the apes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then that's kind of challenged, right, with Koba, who is splitting off. Koba kind of causes this conflict because he kills human.
Yeah.
That was shocking.
It's
When he
shocking.
That
was
was
like being all like,
shocking.
Yeah.
that was scary.
Yeah, that's when they get the guns. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ape shall not kill ape is a very big, that's what the movie's about, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apes together strong.
Yeah.
It's very I was gonna say Stalin versus Lenin.
Well, you know, Caesar kind of, I mean, let's talk about it
No,
because
let's have that conversation.
because if we apply this, like the first movie, it is a kind of Leninist revolution.
yeah,
that
it's
happens.
like the communists, like the apes can finally be happy. And
Well,
then it's
Caesar
like,
leads these apes to class consciousness, and he, you know, installs a new government, really. But he's kind of a dictator.
yeah, he
But-
is.
Yeah,
Let's call a spade a
let's-
spade.
Yeah,
Let's-
let's say that. And then they run this kind of
It's like a
communist.
commune.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
literally a commune. Yeah,
Everyone has their work. They all have their trades.
Yes.
It's a communist utopia.
it is sort of. Yeah,
Damn, we could take some lessons.
Wow.
and Koba is like the Stalin
in
I
this
guess.
park in San Francisco.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
It's like
nice.
I'm like kind of confused by that.
If they did
Like-
it here, it would be in like the Dandenongs.
It would. Yep. Hillsville. Sort
Yeah.
of.
Oh, Hillsville Sanctuary.
Great Ocean Road area. That'd be perfect for them,
Ooh.
actually. Yeah. The
12
Otways.
Apostles.
They
I'm
love
gonna-
the
the
Otways.
Otway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say something for my Sydney heads. It's
We
like
don't like
the
those,
Cooks
yeah.
River.
Okay.
Whoever that may be.
right. Just imagine it. It's at Earlwood.
It looks pretty.
People will get it.
My issue
Speak out if you get it.
is that the apes kind of live in filth. Like it's not
They're-
nice.
Well, the
Apes.
animals, babe.
It's not nice up there.
Well,
And I look at Caesar, I'm like, brush your teeth. Like those pegs are looking disgusting.
Those toothy pegs.
And they live in the dirt.
they're animals,
Bitch.
I'm like, have some class.
Yeah.
They must stink. It must
They're
stink.
Well, it's actually interesting as well, because he is like sort of that totalitarian leader. Like he has the better house.
He lives in the palace.
He lives in the
really.
palace, lives in the penthouse
With Cornelia.
Cornelia with her braids, queen,
Bob.
her bob,
Bob.
and she's just being like
She's
Waited
unwell.
on hand and foot.
waited on hand and foot. But
Well, she
like,
was sick.
all she needs to do is she's sick. Whatever, she's sick apparently.
Faking it.
Munchausen, if I've ever seen it.
Monkeihausen.
Munchausen. What's his son's name?
Cornelius, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
Named
Because he has
after-
2 kids. He
does.
has another kid in the third one, right?
Well, she gives birth in Dawn,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
it's older in the little baby in War. Is
I want
very
a
So
baby
cute.
monkey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
baby monkey. So yeah, it's about human ape relations.
Yeah.
It's about Caesar kind of realizing that apes can be bad too.
Yeah.
Which is a really big
It's a big turning point.
yeah.
And then in War, we see
Well,
some real bad apes.
We see some
Uh,
or we
I mean,
see
we see
bad ape.
literal bad ape.
the titular
Literally.
bad
The
ape.
titular bad
Oh,
ape.
he pissed me off. Was that the gay little monkey?
I mean,
Sort
be
of
more
kind
specific.
He pissed me off.
Yeah, he's the one who was always wearing his shirt.
Yeah, Steve's on.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, he's at the bottom of it.
Can I ask of the trilogy, like how are we ranking them?
In
terms of
order
quality?
that they came out.
That's nuts to me.
I think the first one really like is genuinely like a
Switch directors too. We have to know
Yeah, Matt
that.
Reeves.
We have
Yes.
to know. We have to know.
I think number 2 was really good as well, but number 3 it lost me. I was like, this is just basically like
I think number 3 is the best one.
yeah.
I think Dawn is the best one. I really connected with Dawn.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess it's you get more into Caesar's character.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
is. I feel like War.
War was kind of like I understand that you're about to yell at me. But
See, I don't yell. I
I'm-
just
You
can't
I'm all
yell
about
'cause you have to
respectful
watch
debate.
out your
yeah,
jaw,
my
yeah.
stitches. Yeah.
I just found it to be like a bit of a retread and like it was a bit too long and like I just kind of didn't really I was like
I totally
didn't-
disagree.
like obviously like it furthered the plot. But I was just kind of like, yeah, all right. There's nothing like too new here.
No, because War really digs into Caesar's character, and because Caesar is sort of becoming human in this way that he can't let go of this idea of revenge.
Also,
you know?
if Caesar can speak fluent English in the time span that's passed from the films, why can the other apes not?
Because Caesar is the child, Caesar's special.
Because Caesar's the only one that had the
His
it hasn't. We haven't
Yeah, but he
evolved that
gave
far yet.
them when they he gave it to them.
Yes.
Did he?
But Caesar's the child
In the
of
first
someone.
one, do you know, when he comes into
Oh,
the
you're
and he
so
like
right. You're so right. You're so right. You're
He
so
smoke
right.
bombs.
But I think it's a generation thing because Caesar is the child of the apes that have had the ALZ. Remember?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's a little more advanced.
Yes, exactly.
And he
so just-
wields
You gotta pay attention.
he wields that intelligence above them.
Yeah,
doesn't he?
exactly.
Wields it like a weapon.
But
Also,
that's the thing. I really
the little
don't-
girl looked like Cosette.
She did. But that's why I don't think it's
I forgot about. I didn't like.
And do you know what her name was?
Nova.
You know what her name was?
Nova.
I know. I was like, oh,
Nova. That's beautiful.
yeah.
She pissed me off.
I was like, yeah, I didn't.
But her relationship with Maurice is so beautiful. And when the gorilla, she gives it the
Crazy
flower.
old-
Yeah.
Maurice.
Well, the thing I found interesting in how there were monkey cops.
Yeah,
I was
Oh,
like, that's crazy.
Donkeys.
Donkeys.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that was dark.
But the moment at the end where the
monkey cop shoots.
the gorilla, sees good is just so beautiful.
So you're saying
Yeah.
that cops can turn around? They're kind of good when you think about it.
He's not a cop. He's more of like a slave, I would
Monkey
say.
cop.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's not getting benefits.
I hated
Yeah.
that
He's
not
white
gonna get
monkey as
pension.
well. He pissed me off.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
his name? Winter?
Yeah.
The one that
Snow?
Caesar
Yeah.
killed.
It was a stupid fucking name. It was like Swinter.
The one
Snow.
that ratted.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's
Yeah.
the thing. That's why I love this movie because Caesar is he kills another ape.
Yeah.
Another
he chokes him out.
Oh.
He kills the albino.
Oh,
monkey.
yeah.
And
Winter. What was his name? It's gonna be-
It's winter, I think. I think it is
but
winter.
that's why I love it. It's because it's almost it's kind of like this Dark Knight Rises-esque movie, to be honest, where we're bringing Caesar to his lowest point. He's completely consumed. He has to kind of choose by this idea of losing his humanity, really, which
Yeah.
is his conscience. And he's
I
kind of having
know.
to choose between that and the apes.
And it's what is best for the future
Of the
as
apes.
opposed to his life right
And he's
now.
saying I can't let this idea of revenge go.
Yeah.
That's his struggle in this film. I think, and that's why I love it because it's such a beautiful character. Caesar, I think, is one of the best characters of cinema history. Let's just say that.
No, and let's say
I
that.
think, yeah.
And I think it's a really beautiful journey that he goes on in this. And, eventually decides he chooses the apes, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He chooses to lead them to
Well, apes
To the
together
promised land.
strong.
apes together strong. I think Woody Harrelson, giving one of his most bold performances ever as well.
Literally, he's shaving his
Oh,
head.
and I was thinking when watching, I was like, this could kind of take place in Pan Am.
Absolutely.
Wow.
I'm like,
Absolutely.
maybe this is Hey Mitch's great-great-grandfather or something.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Hold on.
I'm seeing it.
You're onto something.
Do you know what I
yeah.
mean?
We need to write
Like,
the fic. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not out of the question.
It's not out of the question. You just did balloons on the video and that was awesome. Anyway,
Wait, what?
It just balloons just came.
yeah, I don't know how you did that.
I don't know why it emotes.
I also love all the storylines in this movie, to be honest. I love the storyline about the military thing, how he's this rogue military leader. And I do like the storyline with the little girl. Sorry, I think her relationship with
annoying.
Maurice is sweet.
Yeah, I think it's sweet, but I think she milked it a bit for me.
I hated that
And it should have
annoying
been McKenna
monkey.
Grace. Should have been McKenna Grace. I'll say that.
Also,
Yeah.
I love when Caesar makes that face. The Caesar face. He gets really it's like, ooh, he's about
He's
to
angry
go
face.
yeah,
ape.
when he does that. Yeah,
He's
when,
about to go ape.
when he does that, yeah.
You're like, ooh,
Yeah.
it's about to go down.
Shit's about to go down.
The moment
Ooh, don't make
where-
that face. Don't make that face.
my gatekeeping cheer moment in this film, which is a
thing that
concept
we've
I'm just making up right now. My gatekeeping cheer moment is when Caesar's
That's what the
running.
balloons were for.
Caesar's running and it's in slow-mo, and it's when the other ape is deciding to, become good, and he gets shot with the arrow, and I'm like, and there's the explosions behind him. I'm like, my boy's back. My boy is
So
back.
when Caesar said apes together strong, I was like, oh, we're so back. We're so back. Because the second one ends on a cliffhanger. It's like, is Caesar dead?
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't it? I was like, is he
He
alive?
gets shot midway
Yeah,
into
and
the
he's
film,
like-
sort of.
In my head, I'm
Yeah, because
like,
that's when they go back
I'm
to
like,
James Franco's house.
crazy.
Yeah, 'cause they got
right
a
at the
hero.
end.
No, he just. How does
We can cut this out, but I
'Cause
was
they all
really
end on,
stoned
like,
when I
his-
watched it. So I don't.
What happened?
the very end is like
Let me find out.
No. The very end when Koba like shoots him.
no, that's not the very end
No,
the
because
very
he
end,
kills Koba.
Koba's like ape, not kill ape, and then he lifts
so
his
right,
hand up
you're
and he
so
says
right, you're so
Koba,
right.
not ape, and then
Oh, look at that.
No, you're so right. You're
Look at
so
that
right. Yeah.
poster.
period.
Monkey on a horse with a
Oh
gun.
my
And the Golden
God.
Gate Bridge is falling
Period.
apart.
Wait, no, that was 2014, not 2017.
Yeah.
That was War of Blood. That's when Me Too
War.
happened.
Yes.
Sorry.
I really love the ending of War when, everything's settled and then there's the avalanche and it's like
Oh,
everyone's
yeah.
fucking dead.
Yeah.
Like, I
Oh,
just,
that was wild.
I mean, what a twist.
They were
What a
like,
twist.
But I'm like, where is that? Because like, does it snow in San Francisco?
Well, I think they're like deep in like climate change times, which I do have questions about the timeline of
Yeah.
this. How, because we need to find out how long apes live for.
30 years. I googled it.
Okay, so within 30 years,
Yeah.
we've gone like, it's like avalanching in San Francisco. James Franco's dead. Everyone's
Well, 'cause
overturned.
that's the thing, I'm like-
Woody Harrelson is like a defected like
Military.
Yeah.
guy. Gary Oldman has his iPad. I'm like, this is all happening in 20 years.
Because it was
Well,
an
'cause
older
the thing,
iPad.
I'm like-
it was an older iPad.
It was
Oh,
like
never
the
mind, that makes
first one, obviously, is
Sorry.
like 2011, and then
iPad
it like,
mini.
jumps 10 years ahead, doesn't it?
Him having an iPad mini.
Yeah, so I'm like,
So
and yeah, jump 10 years ahead, and the
Does it
baby
jump
is
10
a
years?
toddler.
yeah, so it jumps 10 years ahead in the first one, and then
I mean, he
between the second, I think, and the first one, there's another 10 years, and there's another 10 years.
Are
well,
you
he's
sure
looking,
about this?
he's
Yes,
looking
I
his
think
age.
so.
He's looking
Yes,
his
I
age by
think
then.
so.
I think so.
Yes, I think so.
I liked actually. I will say.
Sorry, you don't have to say it again. Yes, I think
It's
so.
not that affirmative.
I think so. I think I might be. I liked in the last one where they were like the title cards. They had like a little prologue, and it was like at the dawn
Yeah.
of the time.
Oh, I was like, you got me.
I
And
never
then
got
they were
a
like,
war.
got me.
the
Yeah.
rise of the, and I was
Yeah.
like, ooh.
Yeah.
That was your gatekeeping gem.
I was like, okay.
The
all right.
opening title
I
crawl.
was like, you kind of got me in there.
And let me just say, the ending, I'm fucking sobbing. I'm crying
Yeah.
my eyes
Oh,
out.
I'm crying.
It's so incredibly
Oh yeah, he
beautiful.
dies. Hey.
And he the tear,
Well-
and Maurice talks for the first time. He said, your son will know Caesar. I'm like, I'm getting like, I'm tearing up thinking about it now. It's so beautiful.
It's
Because
so
as you
beautiful.
said, I think in one of your Letterboxd reviews, you said like the apes just want home.
They just want home.
They just want
They
home.
literally just want home. Like,
And they find that.
That's the saddest part. It's like they just want community. They just want home.
Yeah.
And they have to fucking fight for it. They have to fight
Fucking
for
fight for
it.
They're kind of like the LGBT community when you think about it.
No, let's say that. Let's have that conversation. That's what it was like when it was like seeing the monkey cop. I was like, that's like a gay cop.
Yeah. And then,
So
They think
kind
it's
of
gonna
the
get them
Planet of the Apes
ahead.
is kind of an allegory.
yeah.
Our
When
community.
Rainbow closed, that was, that was dawn.
Yeah. When Rainbow House International Club Supreme Deluxe closed.
Wasn't there like that evil guy was running it?
Yeah, that was Woody Harrelson.
That was Gary Oldman.
It was Gary Oldman.
Up the back with
James
his
Franco.
iPad.
Yeah. God.
That's what we need to know. Like, what else was on Gary Oldman's iPad?
Yeah, well, that's where he had the photos,
The photos.
right?
Yeah, that's where you got a physical media. You got to print off your
Yeah,
stuff.
this is
Print
what,
all my photos.
He didn't print off his
Carry-
photos.
Carry them in a photo book.
I mean, they had nothing there. If you didn't have a Blu-ray or DVD collection,
Yeah.
then you're fucked.
exactly.
'Cause
And I'd be
Netflix
there
is
being
n-
like, don't worry, guys, I got tar.
Thank God.
Me blasting tar in the
I mean, it's a rich text. There's a lot
It's
to
a
pick
rich
up on.
text.
Yeah.
Don't get me started about
I would have my 3 Lord of
Don't
the
like
Rings Blu-rays.
Come on.
Well, I was speaking to someone the other day and they were like, oh, I hated that movie. I thought it was pretentious. I was like, that's the point.
Yeah.
I had to
It's
took my
not
friends to
getting
see it. And one of them took an edible beforehand because he like watched the trailer and was like, oh, this looks like a psychological like thrill ride. And I was like, and he like fell asleep 10 minutes in.
But also, it's like, why would you take an edible for a psychological thriller? I can't imagine anything worse.
I don't know, man.
My second viewing, I was on like a quarter gummy in the cinema.
I actually
And
feel
you
like
unlock
And
something.
it was fabulous.
I consciously chose not to have an edible while watching Planet of the Apes because I feel like it would really freak me out.
Yeah.
Because it's like, is this real? Like,
Well, that's why
I'm like-
I got so into
I'm like,
it
did
because
this
I was
actually
like,
happen?
this is fact. I was like, this is a documentary.
This is from the future. They sent this back.
I was like, they've
warn
come
us.
to warn us. James Franco's there. It's crazy.
They've come to
We've
war.
got to save John Lithgow. We've got to help John Lithgow remember. We've got to help him remember. He bugs me.
Oh, he pisses me off.
He bugs me.
Really?
I don't know why. And
He
it's
was a
not-
bit rude in this, but he had Alzheimer's. Poor thing.
Yeah. Poor thing.
I mean, what a gag that the disease mutates to make humans mute. I was like,
Yeah.
hats,
You
need to get that
hats off
disease.
to the writers here.
Yeah.
Because I was like, that's incredible.
That's
Yeah.
how they get you.
It's poetry.
It's
Are we
I mean,
excited for
poetry.
the new
That's
one?
why I feel like these movies resonate so much because they're about family and community and home. And it's
At
like,
the end of the day, those are always themes.
that runs deep.
You know, that's why those are at the end of the day always themes.
Themes.
Full stop.
The themes are always
It's
the
kind
same.
of like, you know, the importance of being honest.
Haven't seen it.
Oh, fabulous text, fabulous
great.
play. But it's like, it's written in like the 1890s.
Okay.
But you watch it now and you're like, this shit's
is
funny as
hilarious.
hell. This is funny.
Oscar Wilde, hello.
And I
Yeah,
mean,
exactly.
that's-
Gay icon.
Gay icon.
That's why
Cucumber
these-
sandwiches, bitch.
These
Exactly.
films have endured since the 70s,
So
right?
it's kind of like the.
It's the Shakespeare.
They are.
Name a more enduring text.
Can't do it.
Crickets.
I hope in like millions of years they're still making
Tar.
these movies.
We need a Rise of the Tar.
no.
Rise of the Tar.
Dawn of the Tar. War of the Tar. The Kingdom of Tar.
Tar.
Yeah, let's talk about Kingdom, the new movie.
Is
I mean,
it out
are we
this weekend?
excited?
Out this weekend.
Well, when this is released.
Oh, I was like,
I think this comes out a little before, but it comes out
no,
May 7th
I
or
schedule. I think
are
it's.
you guys
either-
getting
something.
sponsored?
Well, you know, we won't talk shop on
Ad
the air.
tie-in?
Oh, use the code gatekeeping20
It's-
to get $10
I would-
off your ticket.
I wouldn't, because I want to be honest about the movie after I see it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's also important to note that the person who plays the lead ape in this is hot.
Okay.
He's played by
Oh,
the son.
Dan DeHaan.
No,
No.
honey.
Who?
No, it's
Can you
the
imagine
gay
fucking
Dan
Dane
DeHaan.
DeHaan
No,
came back?
it's like
Dane DeHaan.
Wait, where am I getting
What
confused?
happened to him?
It's the guy who played the son in You Hurt My Feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His name is like. Hold on.
Who the cares about his name?
Me.
But he's a
Who's You Hurt
twink.
My-
He's a tall
what's-
twink.
Who's You Hurt My Feelings?
It's
What's
the one
You
with
Hurt
Julia
My
Julia
Louis-Dreyfus. You would love it.
Oh, well, yes.
Yeah, he's hot.
I'm skeptical. It's directed by the critically acclaimed filmmaker behind the Maze Runner trilogy.
Yeah.
Flop.
Yeah.
It's not looking great. But as you said, it was filmed in Sydney.
So,
Not Dane
So it's
DeHaan.
exciting.
Owen
No.
Teague.
Owen Teague.
Yeah.
Our
He was in
favourite actor.
Eileen.
Really?
And
Oh.
True Leslie.
Oh, he was the,
To Leslie.
the
That was a
prison
small
guard.
movie with a big heart.
Talk about a small movie with a big heart. It was to Leslie.
You want to talk about a
Sammy.
small movie with a big heart? That's a True
Yeah.
Leslie.
That's to Leslie. That's to
Wow.
Remember that?
I want to go watch a small
I never
movie
watched
with a
it.
big heart.
Yeah.
I never watched it either.
I did. I saw it.
Not
How was
interested.
it?
It was exactly
small
as I
movie with a
expected it
big
to be.
We needed to Leslie.
Remember
Planet of the
everyone,
Apes.
every like actress in Hollywood like lost their damn minds and we're like,
Yeah.
why isn't Andrea Riseborough nominated? This is sick. We have to get it. Like it was so weird. I'd never seen such like fervor
They
come from nowhere.
it was
about
militaristic.
nothing.
Angela
Yeah.
Riseborough did the thing. To Leslie, my woman king.
Yeah.
Was she Leslie?
No, she was 2.
Owen Teague was Leslie.
Yeah.
And Nova there's a woman who's called Nova in this new movie.
They've already done it.
Is that
They've
the
already
the girl?
done it.
The young
No,
girl?
because this is several generations after Caesar.
Yeah, this is like, but it's like you can't do the
doesn't look
Nova
like-
nod. It's already
Well,
happened.
I
Well,
think
I'm
they
looking at
can.
the cast list and there's no Novas.
Well, check again.
There's May.
Check again.
There's a
Russell.
definitely
again.
an Nova in it.
There's a who?
William H. Macy is in it.
Yes. I'm like, can we get what's his wife name?
Felicity Huffman.
Yeah.
She served her time. Get her back.
Yeah, she's
Get her
done.
back.
She served.
Oh my god, it goes for
She
145
served. And honey,
minutes.
she served.
What'd you say?
It goes for 145 minutes. Jeez.
I like my apes to be long.
Fuck.
I like my apes to be. We're gonna be there IMAX opening night, no doubt.
I know.
The
You
Kingdom.
guys love that damn IMAX.
Yeah, it's the biggest screen in the Southern Hemisphere.
Second biggest in the world.
Yeah.
Where's the first?
The biggest 1570 screen in the world too. So
Where's
Germany. So not
Oh
worth
my
it going
gosh.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you
Ooh,
guys
Das
saying?
IMAX. Yeah.
Oh, we love to IMAX.
Oh,
Oppenheimer.
do you love the IMAX? And that's German,
Mm-hmm.
essentially.
It's very tough.
Have you watched the trailer for Kingdom?
Oh, of course.
Okay, because I went back, watched the trailer. I was like, I don't know. I'm curious to see how far the ape
It
technologies
doesn't
come.
really seem like it has the same emotional pull that
Yeah.
I guess
That the
it's
trilogy
it's all
had.
apes. Like it's kind of, we're getting closer to the original in that the humans can't speak.
Yeah.
It's a society of apes.
Right.
So we'll
Do you
see.
think they'll come back around and eventually remake a Planet of the Apes? Like,
I don't think so.
In this universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think
maybe.
you.
who would you put?
I feel
okay.
like they've already kind of threaded stuff through. And again, I think the movie hinges on like the twist, right? Which everyone knows. So
Yeah.
It's like, we just can't. I don't think
Yeah.
we'd get a straight up remake.
If you had to remake it, who would you make the captain?
The captain, the Charlton Heston
Yeah.
role.
Austin
And
Butler.
out, it would be gender switch.
Oh, Kristen
Isabel.
Wiig.
And out, Kristen Wiig
Period.
and Maya Rudolph.
Hold
The
on.
No,
girls.
actually,
Girls trip.
Yeah.
no. It would be. Surely, it'd be like.
I'd love to see Jennifer Aniston as an ape. Yes.
Surely, it would be like
What?
a.
My MacBook
There
giveaway.
are people on the Planet of the Apes.
Who was that?
That's my Jennifer Aniston.
Oh,
There are people on the planet of the apes.
I see it. I see it.
What's that?
The
Her
cast,
catchphrase.
the cast of Friends at the Planet of the Apes.
And she would have the Rachel.
Yeah.
Could it
She'd be
be
like,
any drier?
Rest in peace.
Oh, true.
Rest in
Rip.
peace.
Could it be any drier? Could there be any more apes on this planet?
Big's moving to Paris.
Fuck.
You know what bugs me is that he doesn't even do that, right?
No, yeah, that's so true. But I think the funny thing about it is like it is something she would say. Like
Yeah.
I think that's the like I don't know. That's what I find funny about it. Anyone
Go on.
else?
Okay. No, of course.
No, yeah.
I think we have to wrap up.
Yeah, God, we've been talking for a while.
Gabbing.
All
Talk
right.
about the gift of the gab.
Whoa. Whew.
Right, so we got a rubric that I'm getting up
Mhm.
promptly.
Welcome to New York.
Welcome
Apes
to
been
the
waiting
Apes.
for you.
Apes been waiting.
Okay. Quality.
I think most
Like,
of them have quality,
Like, oh well,
I
duh.
think
except the last of the original series and probably the second one. The rest are, I think, quite high quality.
I would say yes.
Yeah,
quality.
alright.
Yes. Is it just yes, no?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
does
Pass
it-
fail.
Yeah, you better shut your mouth.
Yeah, I'm Greg. I'm not gonna.
James didn't really get the
fight.
deeper themes of the originals. That's okay.
That's okay.
Does it slay?
Cornelia
Yes!
slays.
Yes!
Zero does slay. I mean, look at her.
Zero.
Maurice.
Maurice.
Need I say Maurice?
That's a queer icon.
Does
Yes.
it benefit the queer agenda?
Yes, as we've
It's
said,
a
it's an
story about
allegory.
family.
It's a story
I
about
mean-
family,
It's chosen family.
community.
Chosen family. No, everyone knows. I mean, LGBTQIA apes. It stands for.
Period.
I knew it.
Period.
I knew it.
Period.
I don't think that we have many asexual listeners. We'll be fine.
Yeah. Is that what it is? I thought it was ally.
I mean, it should. We can't get into it. You know, it's ally.
I thought it was for ally.
Not
Like dead set.
Not asexual erasure on the
Fuck the
podcast.
asexual.
I just don't use the A.
You said LGBT.
Yeah.
That's it, bitch.
Yeah, we don't use the A,
Fuck out my way.
but now
It's
we
a
will.
plus.
It's for apes. It's a plus.
There's a plus. Sorry.
Is it a classic?
No, no, no.
Well, duh.
World,
yeah,
world renowned,
duh.
world renowned classic.
Yeah,
Was I-
world renowned. Oh,
Was I gagged?
Charlie's stretching. Oh, I was gagged.
The world was gagged when the original came out. as
Yeah,
well.
I mean, that was the only moment bigger than a gag of that in cinema was like the train coming.
yes,
through the-
exactly.
Period.
That's the same.
The train coming through the screen.
Yeah.
yeah.
Whoa.
And even the original, and now the remake trilogy, they fucking gagged again because they were like, these monkeys are real. Pretty
yeah.
much.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it was Gagatha Christie up in there.
Bitch.
So thank God the Apes movies are getting through the gate.
Wow.
Oh, they're through the gate. They built the gate.
They did.
Ape make gate.
Whoa.
Gate ape home.
Jesus. Well, thank you so much for coming on
Oh,
this.
thank you for
Lucille.
having
Yeah,
me.
where can people find you if they want to find you?
On my Instagram,
2011 Indie.
2011 Indie.
One of the most famous apps of all time.
Yeah, very that.
You know what it is? It's actually it's an homage to when everyone was indie in 2011.
Indie Fresh.
Yeah, everyone had like the button ups
Yeah.
and like it
Oh,
was
I've-
all very like Arctic Monkeys of it all. Like
Oh,
that's
girl.
the homage.
That's.
Yeah.
I was there.
It's,
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't.
I
was
listened to the new Vampire Weekend album and suddenly like I was just like wearing a bowler hat and creepers. You
Yeah,
know what
yeah.
I mean?
Creepers.
Okay,
you were
let's
like,
end it
you were
there.
like, let's go to top man.
Who gives a fuck about an Oxford comma? Am I right, people?
Thank you for listening, everyone.
Make sure you subscribe to our Patreon. We've got some exciting stuff happening there.
Leave a 5-star review.
Leave a 5-star review. Give us a call on our hotline.
Oh yeah,
What's the number?
That's a great question.
it's on the Instagram.
Yeah, and it'll be in the bio. Thanks.
Apes together strong.
Apes together strong. Oh, one more.
Apes home.